ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Right. So let us continue. Already we have studied about Dalton's atomic theory in atomic structure. So let us recollect one simple important point for atom and molecule. What is an atom? Atom is the smallest tiny particle. Atom is very tiny particle which do not have free existence or independent existence, but can take part directly in a chemical reaction. Whereas if you take molecule, it is a particle of a substance or compound which has independent existence but do not take part directly in a chemical reaction or chemical combination, chemical change. Now, what we are going to study is about atomic mass. First, starting with atom. As I said, atom is very tiny particle, so small that it is very difficult to measure the absolute mass. So, difficult to measure the absolute or actual mass because it is very small. But it is possible to determine the relative mass. Relative mass. So try to understand the difference between absolute mass and relative mass. So absolute mass is nothing but actual mass of the atom. Relative mass, mass with respect to some standard or reference element. Mass with respect to mass of the atom or element with respect to some standard or reference element. So what we are going to study is relative mass, mass of an element with respect to some standard or reference element. In 1961, International Union for Chemists, it's a body, international body for chemists, like IUPAC, they selected C12 isotope, stable C12 isotope as standard element or reference element by fixing its mass as 12. So by default its mass is already fixed as should be taken as 12. Right. Now here whatever the mass we are going to study, relative mass is with respect to C12 isotope. They selected a new unit to express this relative mass, and that we call it as atomic mass unit, AMU, atomic mass unit. In 1961, International Union for Chemists, they have selected the reference element as C12 isotope by fixing its mass number as 12, and to express this relative mass a new unit is selected, that is atomic mass unit. So the next question is, what is AMU? AMU we call it as atomic mass unit, atomic mass unit. This is selected to express the relative mass of an element with respect to C12 isotope. So what is one AMU, atomic mass unit? It is defined as 1/12th mass of one atom of C12 isotope. 1/12th mass of one atom of C12 isotope. So what is the meaning of this? Right, atoms are let us assume they are spherical in shape. So imagine a football, just for our understanding. Imagine the size of the carbon atom is of one football. So I am taking one football, divide it into 12 equal parts, 12 equal parts. the mass of one part is considered as 1 AMU. So if I take carbon atom, if I assume it to be spherical in shape exactly and divide it into 12 equal parts, one part out of these 12 parts we call it as 1 AMU. So 1 AMU is 1 by 12th mass of one atom of C12 isotope, right. So imagine like this carbon atom, divide it into 12 equal parts, 12 equal parts. One part we consider it as 1 AMU, right. Now this is not actual mass, AMU is a relative mass, but what is the actual mass of? What is the actual mass of one atom of C12? So this is experimentally calculated as 1.9924 into 10 power minus 23 grams. 1.9924 into 10 power minus 23 grams. So what I can write? 1 AMU. So if I divide this mass into 12 equal parts, I will get 1 AMU in grams. 1 AMU in grams. So 1 by 12th of this value, that is 1.9924 into 10 power minus 23, which is equal to 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. So 1 AMU in grams, this is 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. Now let us come to atomic mass. So we are studying the relative mass, right? Atomic mass with respect to C12, that is relative mass. So what is this atomic mass of an element? First, it is a number. Atomic mass is a number. What does this number indicates? The number indicates how many times one atom of the element is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. What is 1 AMU? 1 by 12th mass of one atom. So you can define like this. If I take an element, it possesses some atomic mass which is a number. The number indicates how many times the mass of one atom of that element is heavier in comparison to 1 by 12th mass of one atom of C12 isotope or 1 AMU. So a number which indicates how many times one atom of an element is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. To understand this, so let us go back to our traditional balance, Takkada. So we are trying to balance. I will take one atom of the element, say the element is X. I will place here one atom here, one atom of X. Next, I will add AMUs. Let us say this is one AMU. I will add AMUs. I will keep on adding AMUs. So till it is balanced. So you have some needle here. The number of AMUs I am adding is nothing but atomic mass, right? Suppose imagine that I have added 14 AMUs like this. Then the needle is balanced. So what is the meaning of that? The atomic mass of one atom of element X is equal to 14 AMU. That means it is 14 times heavier. What I can write 14 AMU as 14 into 1 AMU. I am calling this as atomic mass of one atom of X. After adding 14 AMU, say the balances, say it is balanced. What is the meaning of that? The mass of one atom of X is 14 AMU, that is 14 times heavier than 1 AMU. So 14 I will take this as atomic mass. 14 AMU I will take it as atomic mass in relative scale. So it is a number which indicates the number of times the atom is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. What is 1 AMU? 1 by 12th mass of one atom of C12 isotope. What is C12 isotope? It is the standard or reference element accepted by the International Union. Suppose if I take oxygen, let us take oxygen now. If I take oxygen atom, say this is 1 AMU and say element is oxygen molecule. I want to find the atomic mass of oxygen. Say the single O is oxygen atom. The single O represents oxygen atom, one oxygen atom. One oxygen atom. I have placed one oxygen atom in the balance, let us imagine. Then I will keep on adding AMUs. Right. So if I keep on adding AMUs, after adding 16 AMUs, it will be balanced. That means the mass of one oxygen atom is 16 times heavier than 1 AMU. So 16 AMU becomes atomic mass. So what is atomic mass? It is the number which indicates how many times one atom of the element is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. Remember, AMU is a relative mass. So let us take one example. So what is the atomic mass of oxygen now? AMUs. Even if you do not write, it is understood. But is it actual mass? No. It is relative mass. Let us find the actual mass. So what is 1 AMU? Already we have studied 1 AMU equal to 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. So how we got this value? Already it is there. You can see this. If you want to convert it into absolute mass or actual mass, this is the relation. So atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU, whereas the actual mass of oxygen atomic mass into 1.66 into 10 power minus 24, that is 16 into 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. So approximately 2.656 into 10 power minus 23 grams. So in short, what we can write? atomic mass of an element is equal to mass of an atom of element by 1/12th mass of one atom of C12 isotope, right, one atom of C12 isotope by 1 AMU. Now, based upon this, we can find the atomic mass, or we can express the atomic mass of different elements. For example, hydrogen. So, if I take one atom of hydrogen here and if I keep on adding AMUs, right, so the exact value is 1.008 AMU, but for calculation purpose we take approximately 1, except while calculating binding energy or mass defect, which you study mainly in nuclear chemistry. For other purpose you can take approximately 1. So, already we have studied about oxygen. Here I take one oxygen atom and place here and keep on adding 1 AMUs, right, it will be 16 times heavier. So, atomic mass is 16. So, mass of one atom of the element is equal to 16 into 1 AMU, that is 16 AMU. Coming to nitrogen, mass of one atom of element equal to atomic mass, that is 14. So, if I place one nitrogen atom here and if I keep on adding 1 AMUs on the other side, it will be equal to 14 AMUs, 14 times heavier than 1 AMU. Similarly, you can take sulfur, 32 AMU, you can take chlorine, 35.5 AMU. So, chlorine will study again why you get this fraction, etc. for chlorine. Copper 63.5 AMU, silver 107.8 AMU, approximately you can take 108, right. Magnesium 24 AMU, sodium 23 AMU, and so on. So, this is about atomic mass, the relative atomic mass in AMUs, and we have already studied actual mass and absolute mass. So, try to understand the difference between actual mass and relative mass. Again you will get one more, gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass also will study, right. So, you will get almost 3 different ways of writing this mass. 2 are almost same except the units, and one is completely different, that is actual mass is different and relative mass is different. So, why we are not directly using this actual mass, why we are using this relative mass? See here, because since the atoms are very tiny particles, it is difficult to measure. Even if you measure it, if you see this 10 power minus 23, right, because of this 10 power minus 23, what is the meaning of that? 0 point I have to write 23 zeros, after that I have to add this number. It appears to be very insignificant number, right. So, this number appears to be insignificant while doing the calculation. So, there is one reason we express instead of using this, if I use 16 appears to be more significant. First thing is it is difficult, next thing is this number appears to be more or insignificant. So let us go for average atomic mass. So what is the meaning of the insignificant means? It's very small, it appears to be very negligible number. So if you write this number 23 zeros, 0, 0.1, 2, 3, so on, 23 zeros, after that I will write 2, 6, 5, 6. The number appears to be very small, negligible. So that is why we try to express in relative mass. While solving the problems, we use relative mass instead of using this actual mass. Average atomic mass. Atomic mass taken as average. So when we have to use this average atomic mass, some elements, say mostly some elements, they occur as isotopes in the nature. Some elements, they occur as mixture of isotopes in the nature. So what is the meaning of this? Let us take one example. So if I take chlorine, chlorine exists, chlorine has two isotopes. Already you know the meaning of isotopes, we have studied. Atoms of same elements having same atomic number but different mass number. So one is Cl35 and other is Cl37. So what I have to do? Should I take chlorine atomic mass as with respect to 35 or should I consider the atomic weight as 37? I cannot take 35 or 37. Why? Its relative abundance is 75%, its relative abundance is 25. What is the meaning of this? If I take 100 chlorine atoms, out of them 75 atoms, chlorine atoms, mass is 35, 25 chlorine atoms mass is 37. So you will have mixture of both Cl35 and Cl37. So either I cannot take 35 or 37. I have to take average of these two. How do you take average? Average atomic mass of chlorine equal to percentage abundance of first isotope. This is first isotope, second isotope. Percentage abundance of first isotope 75 into its atomic weight plus percentage abundance is 25 into its atomic weight by 100. So if you simplify this, what I will get is 35.5. So this is the atomic mass, average atomic mass of chlorine. So in general, what I can write is average atomic mass of an element having isotopes. So it can have 2 isotopes, 3 isotopes, etc. This is the formula P1A1 plus P2A2 and so on by P1 plus P2 and so on, where P1 is percentage abundance of first isotope, P2 is percentage abundance of second isotope A1 and so on. Atomic mass of first isotope A2 is atomic mass of second isotope. So you can add P3, P4, A3, A4 like that depending upon the number of isotopes given. Let us see, this is the formula and this is another way of expressing the same formula when their ratios are given, right. The two isotopes are present in m:2n ratio. So I will give one, I will explain one example for both. Cl, same example, Cl35, Cl37. So what is its percentage? 75%, 25%. If I take the ratio, you will get 3:1, m:n. So if I use the first formula, so average atomic mass of chlorine equal to, so this is first isotope, second isotope, percentage abundance of first isotope P1 is 75, A1 is 35 plus P2 is 25, A2 is 37, P1 plus P2, that is 75 plus 25 must be equal to 100 because they are two isotopes, right. So this will be 75 into 35 plus, so you can write 75 by 100 and simplify further. So what we got is 35.5, or what is the other way? So instead of using 75-25, I will take the ratio, that is 3:1. So m represents 3, n represents 1. So what I will get here is 3 into 35 plus 1 into 37 by 3 plus 1, still you will get 35 point. So you can do in either way. So they may give directly percentage abundance or they may give the ratio of percentage abundance. Let us see the next one. Carbon occurs in nature as a mixture of C12 and C13. The percentage abundance of C12. So here C12 percentage abundance is given, then find the average atomic mass. So it is mentioned that carbon exists in two forms, isotopic form C12, C13. C12, C13. So its percentage abundance is 98.9. It should be 100 minus 98.9. The sum of the percentage abundance should be taken as 100. So it is given that it exists. In this problem it exists in two isotopic forms. Actually it exists in C14 also, but here carbon occurs in nature as a mixture of majorly C12 and C13 it is given. It is C14 is not mentioned, so we are neglecting that. So if I neglect that, the percentage abundance of C13 should be 100 minus 98.9. So let us find the average atomic mass. We are neglecting C14 here, it is not mentioned in the problem. Average atomic mass of carbon. Percentage abundance of first isotope, that is 98.9 into 12 plus 100 minus 98.9 into 13 by 100, around 12.011 mu. So let us see the next one. Boron has two isotopes, boron 10, boron 11, whose average atomic mass is given. What are the percentage abundance of B10 and B11? So here average atomic mass is given. This value is given. You have to find P1, P2. We know that the sum of percentage abundance of two isotopes must be equal to 100. So what I am doing here is, let the percentage abundance of lighter isotope, first isotope, be X, then the percentage abundance of B11 will be 100 minus X. If first one is X, then second one. There are only two isotopes according to the given problem. Boron has two isotopes, B10, B11. If I consider this as X, then it should be 100 minus X. Percentage abundance should be 100 minus X. So substituting in the formula, average atomic mass, that is given as 10.8, equal to percentage abundance of lighter isotope X into its mass number, atomic number. Atomic mass, what is atomic mass? B10, for B10 it is 10, for B11 atomic mass should be 11. So A1 is 10, A2 is 11. Percentage abundance of B11, that is 100 minus X. What is its atomic mass? 11 by, of course, 100. So if you solve, you will get X equal to 20%, Y should be equal to 80%. So we are talking about mass of a molecule. Molecule is the particle of a compound or substance which has independent existence. Like atom, molecular mass is also expressed as relative mass. Like atomic mass, mass of atom, molecular mass is also expressed as relative mass with respect to stable C12 isotope. So what is this molecular mass? It is a number like atomic mass. It indicates how many times the mass of one molecule of the substance is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. It is the number which indicates how many times the mass of one molecule of a substance is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. Right? So what is the meaning of this? Let us take the same traditional balance like this. Here I will take one molecule, here I will place one molecule. One molecule of a substance. Here I will place AMUs. This box represents say 1 AMU. I have to keep on adding AMUs till they are balanced. For example, if I take hydrogen molecule, one hydrogen molecule, then I have to add 2 AMUs. I have to add 2 AMUs. What is the meaning of that? The molecular mass of hydrogen is 2 AMU. That means it is 2 times heavier than 1 AMU. So it is a relative mass with respect to AMU or C12 isotope. Suppose if I take one oxygen molecule, if I place one molecule of oxygen, then I have to add 32 AMUs. So this 32 is the number which indicates one molecule of oxygen is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. So, what I can write now? Molecular mass of a molecule of substance is equal to mass of one molecule of substance by 1 AMU. So, simply we will write molecular mass that is understood. Mass of one molecule of a substance by 1 AMU. So, let us apply for oxygen. So, what is the molecular mass of oxygen? 32 AMUs. So, that means 32 is the number which indicates how many times one molecule of oxygen is heavier in comparison to 1 AMU. Or what I can write, molecular mass equal to sum of, it can also be calculated like this, atomic mass, sum of atomic mass of all atoms present in a molecule. Now, let us see. I will take oxygen. Right. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16 AMU. Molecular mass of oxygen. So, atomic mass means one single atom. Molecule of oxygen is diatomic. Two oxygen atoms combine to form a molecule. So, it is equal to what? Sum of the atomic mass of all atoms present in a molecule. How many different atoms are present? Only one, that is oxygen. How many oxygen atoms are present? 2. So, it becomes 2 into atomic mass of oxygen, that is 2 into 16 AMU, you will get 32 AMU. Let us take slightly different example, say water. In water, there are two different atoms, hydrogen atom, oxygen atom. Next, how many types of same atom is repeated? There are 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Therefore, molecular mass of water is equal to 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen atom plus, how many oxygen atoms are there? 1. Therefore, 1 into atomic mass of oxygen atom. So, this is 2 into 1.008 AMU to be correct, plus 1 into 16 AMU. So, approximately this I am taking 1, 2 into 1 is 2 plus 16 equal to 18 AMU. Similarly, you can calculate number of examples. H2 SO4. So how many different atoms are there? Hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. Hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. There are 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom, 4 oxygen atoms. Therefore, let us find its molecular mass. Sum of the atomic masses of all atoms present in the molecule. There are 2 hydrogen atoms. So 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen plus there is only 1 sulfur atom, 1 into atomic mass of sulfur atom. There are 4 oxygen atoms, 4 into atomic mass of oxygen. So substituting 2 into 1.008 AMUs, 1 into 32 plus 4 into 16. So this is approximately 2 I am taking, 32 plus 64, 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8, 98, approximately 98 AMU. Actual or absolute mass of a molecule. Remember, if it is in AMU, it is relative mass. Relative mass is mass with respect to C2L isotope. What is this actual mass? Actual mass in grams. So remember, 1 AMU equal to how many grams? 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. So this is equal to molecular mass in AMU, molecular mass in AMU, right? Molecular mass in AMU, right? Molecular mass into 1 AMU. What is 1 AMU equal to? 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams, right? So let us take one example. Molecular mass of oxygen is 32 AMU. Actual mass of oxygen is 32 into 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 grams. Right, you can simplify this. Approximately 5.32 into 10 power minus 23 grams. See the units.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.